Hey, what's up? It's Cash. Welcome back to another guitar lick lesson here. I'm gonna do something that was a request from a student we had, which they were asking how to play the F chord properly. And I kind of stopped for a bit and I thought about when I first started playing the guitar. I was 12 years old. And I was like, man, I do remember trying to learn the F and it being a really difficult thing. And I think a lot of people out there that are learning the guitar, that's probably the hardest chord that they deal with when they run into their majors and their minors. And so I decided to just shoot this video on actually how to do an F chord properly, or not really how to do it properly, there's no particular way, but there's 4 different kind of positions you can go into with an F chord. Just 4 small little techniques using your thumb and shifting your hand up and down the neck that can really help if your hand's not fully strong enough yet to play the F chord, if you feel like you're getting buzzes on like a couple of the strings. And yeah, it's just, there's a couple cool little techniques which I will dive into now in a second that hopefully you'll be able to work on, and you'll be able to then pull out a clear F sound. But then you'll be able to find the way of which your hand fits the best in that position, not necessarily what somebody else is telling you. Cool, let's check it out. Okay, let's take a look at the F chord. So we've pretty much got our index on the 1st fret and it's blocking the E string and the B string. We've got our middle finger on the 2nd on the G, and we've got our ring finger on the 3rd on the D. Okay, now the best way to play this, so this is pretty much position 1. I'm going to show you 3 positions, but this is position 1. I'm going to show you 3 techniques so you can kind of tailor it yourself according to the strength of your hand. With the thumb, put it directly in the middle of the neck. So my thumb is directly in the middle there. And what I'm forcing it to happen here is I'm forcing a clamp, just fully clamping down, exactly like a real clamp. You're clamped directly on, thumb in the middle of the neck, directly on, so you've got that sound clear. And then you bring the others in. Okay, thumb in the middle of the neck, that gives you like a good amount of space here, so that none of the fats of your fingers are touching the strings. Okay, now if you do still have the fats of your fingers touching the strings, so you get like this type of a sound where maybe this is, you get that dead sound and you're like, why can't I get that? Either because you're not pushing hard enough yet, because the hand's not yet strong enough, or you can feel it vibrating against the fat of one of the fingers. So what you want to do is you want to bring the thumb down, you want to slide it down and cup it more. You want to form that cup there so there's space, space on every single string there. And then you'll have a clear sound there if you've cupped it. Now you feel how much you can cup it. You're like, okay, well I got to be really strong there. It's a lot harder because I got to push a bit more, clamp a bit more. Maybe it's better if you lift the thumb a little bit more and you're like, okay, I'm slightly more balanced there. If you got a big hand, you can come straight over the top, just right in the middle of the palm there, and then bring them on with the thumb over the top, so you can really grab it and grip it. That's probably the hardest way because you're more likely to mute some of the other strings if you can't yet feel the strings fully. Now, my favorite way is kind of in the middle, and sometimes just with the thumb a little bit higher onto the top here. So I adjust it. I either go there if I need to, or I move into the middle if I need to, or if I know that I'm going to do a really delicate piece, sometimes I'll go there. So I adjust in all three different positions. What you can do now is you can also feel, to get more strength, you don't necessarily have to build a huge amount of strength in the hand just to play this chord. So don't worry about that. What you can do is you can use leverage. So watch me with my right arm. I'll pull my right arm into the guitar, and with the left arm here, I'll actually go in this direction. I'll pull it this way towards my body. Not so much that I break it, but just a little bit, in order to really get the sound clear. I keep the thumb there. You can move it into the middle or into the bottom. You know, that'll give you a bit more power, but there. And really just the main thing to practice is to move that thumb up and around the neck as much as you can, just to see which one suits you the best, what fits your hand the best. You know. So spend time experimenting with that and keep building up the strength. Hey, it's Cash, welcome back. Thanks for staying till the end, and hopefully a couple of those little secrets or tricks would be able to help you achieve that F chord. This is also something I wanted to introduce you to, which is something that I used in the beginning and I still use to this very day, every single time before I go on stage, or before I play a show, or before when I'm warming up in the wintertime. Summertime I don't really use it a huge amount. But it's called a grip master, and it's ideal for building up strength in both hands. The individual actual finger techniques allows you to really just grip in there and really warm up. It's really good to warm the tendons up as well, just before you pick up the guitar and start to jam or start to play. You just spend at least just like 5 minutes, just up and down, back and forth. Use it on both hands. I used it a lot on the right hand when I started to learn how to tap, and I started to incorporate the right hand, which is more of a strumming hand, a lot more. This really just helped me gain the strength and the coordination in it. So if you're a beginner and you're starting to try learning to pull that F chord off, pick up one of these. I'll leave a link in the description for it, but yeah, this thing helps like a dream. You know, I've been using it for 20 years now, and it's magic. So if you like what we're doing here, you know, hit subscribe and just hit that button, and check a couple of the if you look in the, I'll leave a couple links in the description. There's a couple free licks in the description as well. If you want, you know, you can download them and check it out. Cool, have a good week.